Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 33 of Direwolf20's Server Play series. I have been working on this nifty little area, Soren and I. He's been doing some of the work and I've been doing some of the work. So here is what we've come up with so far. Alright, so you might not be able to tell. But there's skeletons shooting me. Soren, you haven't fixed your skeleton problem yet.
No, I haven't.
Just letting you know.
I walked through there with so many arrows a second ago.
I just heard a creeper explode. That better not be hitting my stuff that I just built.
Oh, hit the filler.
It hit the what now?
Filler. The Velcro filler.
I haven't finalized the whole,
Come on,
stuff with the
recompile.
things.
Yeah, this made it impossible for me to get out.
Damn you, recompile.
Did
Oh, now you made it
What'd I
worse.
do? Nice. So there is the door closed. Of course, I closed it manually. But I mean, it looks pretty good from the outside here. Here, Soren, I'll let you out a little bit.
Ugh, stupid typos. Minecraft logging.
And this YouTube audience is the sound of the elusive Canadian programmer debugging code.
Yes.
It's the sound of CPW doing a snapshot update.
Oh,
Oh, you're updating for 1.5?
We are updating for week 09C. Just to date this video very precisely.
Oh, thanks.
And by the time this video comes out, we're going to be on Minecraft 1.7.
No.
and
I'm not
moving
that
on to
far
my
ahead.
question now.
1.5.7, Lex. Get it right.
Alright, well, in fairness, guys, I am, going out of town next week, so that's the reason I'm, doing my
That's
best
cool.
here.
That's cool.
Next week, I thought it was 2 weeks. It's 2 weeks.
I don't know when it is. It's at some point.
He's just gonna leave next week and wander around. So
You get to Boston 3 weeks early. Hey, where's everybody at?
No, I'm actually going away the week before I go to Boston. And then I'm coming back, and then I'm going to Boston for PAX East. Yeah.
I'm doing the flip of that. I'm going away the week after.
Nice. So, guys, we've got some nifty stuff going on here. Of course, it's raining out, and that's causing a little bit of lag. So I'm going to wait for the rain to stop. Maybe we can sleep through it or something. That might be cool. I think we got a lot of people on the server still.
Or if you just reload, there's actually no rain at all.
Is there?
No.
We're still having that weird rain sync issue, aren't we?
Actually, it wasn't raining. You said it was. I was just like, is it?
Oh, look, it's not raining anymore. Hooray. Relogging
Well,
fixed
it
it.
stopped raining near
Right.
the forestry machine, but if we're not near it, then it doesn't sync up to work on it.
Oh, yeah.
Is that what's causing that? I think it was happening before that. Before we had the forestry machine. Anyway, so we've got, door number 1 here. What I want to do is get some wireless redstone stuff, and we're gonna probably need to use a lot of wireless redstone in this build, but I want to activate those, and I also have to get some power going on down there, but I'll take care of that off camera. I mean, you guys have seen me make thermopiles before, so I think I can do that without being on camera. But yeah, I need to get wireless redstone to activate this, and then it's gonna be really cool. So we'll be back in just a few minutes after CPW is done counting, and I managed to
10,
make
11, 12.
cool stuff.
How many?
Alright guys, we're back, and I set this up. So Soren, you want to come see this, by the way? I don't know if you've seen this yet. Also, Slowpoke joined us. What's up, Slowpoke?
Hey, there's a creeper in your frame. I'm gonna stay away.
Dude, don't do that.
I'm staying away.
Here goes nothing. You ready? Dun 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 dun. How cool is that? Creeper in my frame. Where there a creeper?
Behind that little fucking, there's a creeper back there.
Back there? Yeah, I need to fill that in with blocks so that enemies don't spawn in there. Because I don't want zombies spawning back there. But basically right now I don't have enough cover set up, so don't go back there. No. I said no.
What's happened to Fred Minecraft server?
What now? Who?
I'm trying to find a class
Move it,
that's
move it,
completely
move it.
disappeared.
Come on, man. Come on.
It's gone.
Soren, you scare me a lot of the time.
I know.
Also, no making ugly messes of my walls.
I'm
So what do you
staying back
think?
here till you
Pretty
get
nice,
torches.
right? I'm pretty happy
Uh-huh.
with that. I think that's a neat door. Boom. Looking awesome. Okay, so that's like first level of security, right? Now I have to start working on level 2. Haven't figured out what that will be yet, but at least I've got redstone pulses opening the door. So I'll probably have some kind of interface for people to walk up to, anything from a button to whatever, that they can hit the button or they'll hit whatever it is, and it'll open the door to allow them into level 1 of the security field. Cool. Alright guys, I am back, and Soren and a couple other guys had to leave just a little bit ago, so I'm a little bit on my own at the moment, but that's okay, because it'll give me an opportunity to mess around with some of this cool stuff I want to make. So I actually need a new screwdriver pretty soon, but I'm thinking what I want to do here is set up some kind of frequency. I'm thinking I want this button here, because this looks really good actually. Let's just do this. It's going to want to eventually be dire door open, so that'll work, right? I'm not going to make it actually require button clicks to close every time, but here's what I want it to do. Why you get stuck. Let's see if this works, though. Yeah, there we go. I probably missed a cover somewhere. Now I really broke it. Oh, yeah, I did. Just missing a cover. Always remember the covers, guys. That's pretty much the best advice I can give when messing with frames. There we go. Now the nice thing about this is I set it up so that, every time there's extra pulses, it really doesn't allow it to open anymore. And the same, of course, with closing, so nice. So from here, it's like, you really can't tell. I don't even know how well this is going to show up on YouTube because of how dark it is, but we've got the button right here. It's really dark and hard to notice, which is kind of what I'm going for, like a really inconspicuous thing. I was considering something like a little farther away, but what I want to have happen is have this button press once will open the door completely, and then wait a few seconds, and then close it. So I think I'm going to want a turtle to do that. So what I want to have is one of those Aether turtles, and I can have it set up somewhere, anywhere really, to be in a mode where if it responds to a redstone signal, I could probably even have the turtle right here if I really wanted to, and just have it like say, hey, when you receive a redstone signal, yeah, if I put the turtle right here, it would actually work really well. Do like one of those OS load events, and then just Aether turtle, just transmit on the frequencies to open and close the door. With all the timings and delays built into the turtle would be really nice. So let's get a very simple and basic turtle here. Let me look up what a Aether turtle, the Aether module is what I'm going to need. Okay, so that's not too bad of a recipe. I can manage that. And that goes onto the side of our turtle. So do we have turtles or computers? We've got computers. Yeah, we've got a basic turtle. I don't know if that one's labeled or not. I'm guessing that's why it's not stacking. So real quick, put together a Aether module. This thing has a stick in the middle. Oh, okay, I see. Derpy Dyer. Not paying attention to what he's doing. And this, and what was the other thing? Just obsidian. Okay. There we go. Aether module. Sweet. So, turtle, Aether module. I'm going to go program this guy to respond to a redstone signal and then do all the transmitting. It should be a pretty simple program, so I'll be back in a moment when it's ready. Alright guys, that was really easy. Let's show you how it works, okay? All I gotta do is push the button. Boom. and the door slides open. And of course I made it a 0.8 second delay, which is the best delay to use if you want it to be really smooth. So there's no delay in between the movements. And then 5 seconds later, the door closes. So that was really, really easy, right? I'll go ahead and paste spin that code for you guys. You can just review it real quick. It's pretty straightforward. It's basically like one of the simpler programs I've ever written here for you. So just real quick. Okay. The pulse function sets it to true, sleeps for half the time, and then sets it to false and sleeps again. So pulse, pulses it for, 0.8 seconds in between each pulse. And then it waits for a redstone signal. That's what the OS pull event does. And whenever it receives a redstone signal, it's going to set the frequency to open, pulse 3 times, sleep for 5 seconds, set the frequency to close, and pulse 3 times. Pretty straightforward, but just for you guys to review, there you go. Ta-da! Paste spin code available. Go download it if you want. And of course, I should be able to run some wiring like this if I really wanted to be fancy about it. And there, maybe? And now what I can do is grab a button. Might as well grab, a few things here. Just one button worth. And what this is going to allow me to do is I realized as soon as I went in there, I was stuck. So I need to put a button on the inside to let you out if necessary. So basically, put a button here, and then boom, pushing that will cause the redstone signal to occur, and then 5 seconds later, because I left the door open, it should run. Yep, and there it goes, it's closing. Cool. So now, once we're inside, I should be able to cover everything up, make it real fancy looking. And there we go. Cool. You can also see that I placed some signs inside this room. Basically, off camera, I kind of laid out the way I want things to work. So I'm going to spoil it for you guys a little bit, but here's what I want to have, and I think it's going to be really cool. I want to have a key item. So the first time you walk into this door, okay, you're going to walk in. You can get back out by hitting the button there. Okay, but you'll be allowed out and in just like this. Okay, now once you get in here, there'll be a wall right here, probably an MFFS force field wall, because I really don't want people being able to break through here or do anything, without access proper. And right inside this wall, I'm thinking I want to have a key item request. So you have to put in the right item in order to be allowed access to the area. This might be a little bit tight with my frame setup, but I think it'll work. It's not too bad. And so it'll be like something like, throw a piece of cobble in like that, and it'll hit a transposer, and if it's the right item, it will allow this force field wall to drop for about, 5 seconds or something, to allow you time to pass through. If you drop the wrong item in, I'd like a frame portal door underneath here, so I'd like to have like this little area get pulled out from under the player. I'm thinking if it's built properly, I should be able to just slide it to the that direction, and it'll pull the floor out from under you. And I've labeled it as a portal pit because I want a player that comes through here to get thrown into a pit that has a portal underneath, like a Mistcraft portal that'll send them to the Nexus. Kind of like, hey, you tried to get in, you didn't have the right key. No big deal. Okay, now here's where it gets even crazier, right? Once you're allowed past that door security, I'm going to have a player detector on this side. That's a block that I told you about that's a computer craft peripheral. When you right click on it, it's going to record the name of the player that clicked it. So what that's going to do is it's going to check, and if it's the wrong player, somebody who isn't supposed to be here, maybe like Richard G, I'm just saying that could be one of them, it's going to open up another frame pit that will have lava underneath. So if they do happen to get past this security, but they really don't belong in here, obviously they hacked their way through, then this is where they're really going to get chucked, and they should fall into a pit of lava. But if that is the right player, so like me, Soren, anybody else whose name is on the list, I haven't decided how I want this door to work. It might be another MFFS force field wall. I haven't entirely decided, but we'll figure something out. And then from there, you'll be allowed into the area proper. So you can see we've got, a little bit more cleanup to do in here. Soren started laying out the area. And there's a creeper that came out of, I don't know where. Cool. Yeah, we've got a little bit of work to do here. But, we'll get it done. No worries. I'm just going to cover this wall up a little bit. Soren left a bit of a mess, didn't he? Soren leaves messes. Let me tell you guys, you have no idea. That's okay. He's a good sidekick. So that'll work for now, right? So that's the basic plan, or the layout, if you will. Now we've got more things coming up for this room, of course, but I'm going to work on these nifty doors. So you guys are going to get to watch me build this, and you know, we'll see. There we go. All right, I broke something. What'd I break? Oh, I know. It's not broken. It's fine. It's fine. Nobody panic. I bet I know what the problem is. Yep, out of power. I haven't supplied power to these things yet. I was proof of concepting this and actually never set up a power system for the battery boxes. I need to do that on both sides, as a matter of fact. So you can see here we've got a little bit of cleanup to do. So I'll come back in a few minutes. I need to get like the power system set up, that kind of thing. Back in a few. And with that, guys, we have a nice thermopile set up. Both sides get their own thermopile, so it should be enough to keep these things well charged. Definitely more than enough for our purposes. So you can see this battery box was pretty much completely dead, but it's starting to fill back up here. I grabbed my voltmeter. You can see the voltage is slowly climbing. Once it gets to about 90 volts is when I think we'll start seeing some stuff flow into the battery box here. Let's see if it's you know, charged up enough to at least get these doors to open for me. Yeah, there we go. Nice. Cool. So yeah, we're in pretty good shape here. Alright guys, let's try for the next stage of this build. Now I want to try and keep it nice and compact, but like I said, I wanted the transposer that you drop items into to go right there. Okay, and of course, Soren filled this area in with wood. He knows how much I hate wood. Mostly because I just usually don't have an axe on me. I've got enough inventory issues. I don't need to have an axe on me all the time. So how do I want this to work? I probably wanted a monitor here that would have some kind of like, you know, tricky thing on it to tell you what you need to do in this stage. So I'm thinking, let's see. We're definitely going to want an item detector with the right item in it. I think an item detector here. And then if it's not the right item, we want it to continue along and go here. Alright, so when it comes down, anything that matches the item in the item detector, for example cobble, should make its way straight into here. And anything that doesn't match, for example anything else, should make its way into here. Cool. Of course, I put this chest here and I forgot you can't open vanilla chests with a block above them. That'll do for now. This is proof of concept time, right guys? So every time the right item goes through, we should get a redstone pulse. Cool. From the item detector. Nice. And you can see here all the cobble went in there. Cobble should always go in there, and it should never land in here, but anything else should go in there. And that'll probably just wind up linking back by way of something cool. So we can throw chicken in there, we can throw these things. Doesn't matter what we throw in there, right? The only thing that should land down there is the cobblestone. Cool. I like it. Hey, wait. That's not right. Maybe this thing only pulses on cobble. Alright. That should work. Let's see. Maybe I don't need this chest after all. And maybe I'll do this. Again, just to prove it, guys. Let's see how it goes. So cobble, we should see a redstone pulse here in a second. There it goes. But torch, no such luck, right? Cool. Alright, so that's fine. Item detector lets anything through. It's not like a filter. Look at that. Nice. That is awesome. Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was going to act like a filter, what would block the items going through. I've never actually tried that, I don't think. Or if I did, I probably just forgot. Alright, so that's proof of concept of how we want this to work. It should be pretty straightforward. So I could really kind of put this however I want. Alright, so let me build this out the way I want it to go, and then I'll be right back. Alright guys, this should be really simple. Basically, any items that get thrown in here will be sent back to my recycling system, like my automated, green, green, white is the same color as my sorting system, right? So, cool. So that's the plan, right? Ender chest it back to my main base. So all I gotta do is put an item detector here, and just set this guy up to pulse when he receives, what he needs. Now, for now I'm going to make it cobble, but I have a pretty cool idea on something to use for the key here. It's actually going to be a little, play on words, let's say. Alright, so for now, what I need to do then is work on some MFFS stuff. So I'm going to have this guy blocked out. So basically, you're going to drop the key item in here, and it'll pulse a redstone signal as appropriate. So there you go, you can see it pulse real quick. If I catch it just right. Come on. There we go, it pulses. Nice. I guess I could put it in the floor if I really wanted to, but for now this is good enough. I could put it one more lower. And of course, throwing a torch in there is just going to, get it to not pulse. And it should all be making its way back to the sorting system. Nice. Alright, so now onto the MFFS piece, which is, I think, I haven't entirely decided how I want to do this. Like, I think one idea might be that I want to have this wall and this wall, even though they're all actually, going to be, I might want to have them just all encased with MFFS, because I really don't want, players being able to break out of this hallway. Like, this hallway should be pretty stable. I was thinking either MFFS or the arcane blocks from Thaumcraft that players can't break unless they're the ones who placed them. But then, Soren might get stuck or somebody. But, I don't know. We'll see. MFFS or arcane block? That's the question I gotta answer myself next. But I'm really liking this door, by the way. 5-second delay and then it closes behind you. So cool.
Okay.
Alright guys, I am back. Floristar and Mead happened to drop by, and they are actually doing a series together. Is this what I'm hearing, guys?
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Nice.
We're doing. We've gone back to terra firma craft.
Oh,
And-
dude, that's awesome.
For me, not
Yeah.
really back.
Well,
More of a I really played it. I messed around with it, and I'm like, neat, I kind of want to learn Terra Firma Craft, and I'm looking at it, and I'm so lost. Help. And he's like,
Nice.
I'll help you.
Dude, Terra
As much
Firma
as I
Craft
played
is
in
one
like
of
a
those
year.
game changer mods, right? It's completely different from what we're
It
used
is.
to playing with. So
yeah.
I don't,
It pretty much completely replaces vanilla. I mean, none of the vanilla blocks show up at all, and all the trees and dirt and sand and all that stuff is replaced with new mechanics and new graphics and all kinds of goodness.
It's been a really long time since I spotlighted that mod. I should really talk to the mod author and get a new spotlight going on.
Well, right now he's actually working on a Terra Firma Craft 2.
Oh my.
So, someone else is doing bug fixes and little changes to Terra Firma Craft 1 while he's working on that.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's Dunkleostius is taking care of the terra firma craft 1 stuff.
Yeah, but Terra Firma Craft should be pretty cool when it becomes Terra Firma Craft 2.
And we'll be playing
like
that
that.
one.
Mm-hmm. And it'll be
Nice.
an FPV.
So you guys definitely have
Yeah,
to check
that's-
out Floristar and Mead's channel if you want to check out that Terra Firma Craft playthrough, because that is a cool mod.
Yeah, that's the other big news. Is what Floristar just said, is that the what FTB is going to be doing is adding several packs like Terra Firma Craft, or several mods like Terra Firma Craft that are kind of game changing mods, and they'll be, I don't know what all they're going to put in along with it, but maybe the mini map or the monster spawn highlighter or stuff like that. But it's going to be kind of themed packs like that.
Oh, that sounds
But
awesome.
that should be coming up reasonably soon. I don't really have I don't really stay tuned into the FTB team, so I don't know for sure, but they're working on it.
Yeah, I think they're
Dude.
going into total immersion packs, something like that.
Something
Oh,
like that, yeah.
Yep. No, I know that there is a very popular mod that a certain extremely well-known YouTuber plays with a lot. I don't know if I'm allowed to say exactly what it is, but I know I've seen Slowpoke talking to the mod authors of this mod. So I do believe you are correct in the fact that that is coming.
Oh, that's not a tease at all.
No, it's not. I don't tease.
No,
You
never.
know better than that, Mead. I am very well behaved.
That's right.
I would say if I thought I was perfectly allowed to, I think I dropped a big enough obvious hint that people should be able to figure out what I'm saying. If they can't, then oh well, that's on them. Alright, let's see if I built this correctly. This should be really neat. By the way, YouTube, I decided to build my floor here instead of my force field thing because I need a whole bunch of infrastructure for MFFS, which I'm just not ready for. I'm making a secret base with Soren at the moment, guys. Except Soren's not here. Because he is a bum.
You should move it and not tell him.
Yeah, that would not be easy. Alright, that's probably not where I want these, by the way. Well, yeah, that can be where I want them if I want. I'll be back in just a minute, guys. Alright, guys, we're back, and I think I've got this door thing pretty well covered up. So, looks like a normal room, right? That's right. Until you enter the wrong passcode. Now, of course, I've got buttons here, so don't mind the buttons. 1, 2, 3. And it should not be allowed to go any further. And what that's going to do then is, if I can make my way out of here, pull the floor out from under you like that. Haha.
Speaking of buttons, I heard about a multi-button panel mod that it was a long time ago, and I never heard anything else about it, but that just jogged my memory.
Multi-button panel. That sounds interesting. So there we go, guys. We've got a floor that pulls out from under you. Now, like, obviously you're not getting the full effect. I didn't set up any kind of, pulsing remotely, but that should pretty much make you see how it works. Let's see, can I get... Yeah, that'll work. So it doesn't let you overpulse. I made sure that there were blocks in the way of the frames. And I connected this frame setup, by the way, to this battery box over here. So, don't have to worry about a second regulator either. Nice. Pretty cool, right? So, basically, if set up properly, users won't even notice that there's a frame floor here. They'll just walk in and think, oh yeah, it's a normal floor, whatever. But, dun dun dun, if you decide to, misbehave into the portal with you. I'm going to set up this thing to be automatic here in a minute. Alright guys, hopefully this works. Real simple computer program. What it does is when it runs, it pulses a redstone output to the back 3 times with delay, and that moves the floor out. Then it waits 5 seconds and pulses to the left with the right amount of delay, which moves the floor back in. So, 5-second delay, moves the floor out, then back in. Let's just try it. Floor. Boom. 1, 2, 3. So from within the room, look, it completely pulls out the floor from under you. You have nowhere you can go. But then 5 seconds later, the floor should get placed back. That is cool. I really like this. This is neat. I think that's awesome. So now I just have to set it up so that if the wrong item is placed in there as a key, it will do that to you. Ha! Nice. That is so cool. Oh, frames are so fun for so many different things. So yeah, right there. Oh no, I fell. Ha! And of course, you'll fall through a portal, which will send you to the Nexus or something, and then the floor will be replaced 5 seconds later. So cool. I can't wait for Soren to get on and see the progress that I've made. He's going to be like, whoa! And, of course, door auto-closing behind itself. Also neat. Alright guys, with that, I am terribly sorry to say, but I think we've reached a pretty good wrapping up point for this episode. Alright, so this is Direwolf20 signing off on episode number 33. Hope you enjoyed checking out the secret base project that we're working on. Like I said, Soren's in charge of making the base look cool, but I'm in charge of like the security system and the entry and exit points. So I've already got the workings of a key system here. You're gonna have to drop a particular key item into this block, and like I said, it's gonna be a little bit of an interesting item that I decided to go with. And then you can say I have a temporary, infinite water source here for my regulators and stuff. But for the most part, MFFS force field wall, a player detector, another floor moving mechanism here that will pull the player out and send them into a pit of lava, perhaps. Lava pit frame door. And then maybe an MFFS thing, maybe something else here, maybe some kind of arcane blocks or something. I don't know, we'll figure it out. But, like I said, hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you guys next time. All right, everybody, take it easy.